Boys have come out. We're here at Dublin High School, the freshman soccer team. There's the whistle. That is Monte Vista in white with the kickoff, sending it back and now all the way up. Dublin there knocking that out. That'll be the first throw into the game. And that goes for Monte Vista. Monte Vista goes up the line. Dublin out of the defense there, picking it up, sending it into the middle. Straight up the middle again. Still running it through the middle. And finally taken away by Monte Vista. Monte Vista now sending through balls, blocked by Dublin. Headed by Monte Vista. Dublin trying to get in there. It drops nicely for Dublin. Dublin tries to send it over the top. And that's sent up in the air high by Monte Vista, and it just drops onto the ground. Kept in. Monte Vista gets it, trying to attack the line. That's a nice through ball. Sent to the far side, and there's the first goal. Well, that took all of 1 minute and 30 seconds. And Monte Vista's up 1-0. Monte Vista in 1:39 with the player open on the backside. That goes off the goalkeeper, but then into the side. Goalkeeper caught off guard. And here comes Dublin with the kickoff, going back again. All the way back to the center D. Back up again. And in the middle. And that's still through the midfield. Taken away by Monte Vista. Monte Vista to the far side, now back into the middle. Back to the far side again. And that's going to roll out. Throw in for Dublin. That's back out, and that's going to be a Monte Vista throw in this time. Sent in and picked up by the goalkeeper for Dublin High. Sent up towards midfield. Monte Vista getting a head on it. Dublin able to pick up that header. Dublin sending it far side in the midfield. Now trying to send it through. It drops to the attacking line. Midfield coming up. Now taking it to the far side. And there's a ball through the middle. Oh, it just doesn't quite make it. And that's Monte Vista sending it out straight to Dublin. Dublin over the top again. And this is to the far post. Dublin with the player there. Dublin all the way back. And that didn't work out the way it was intended. Dublin able to pick it up again. Dublin in the midfield. Dublin still through the midfield. Now sending it to the nice combination here on this near side. Dublin controlling the ball really well right now. And there it is, finally taken away by Monte Vista. Dublin was holding for a long time, combining a lot of passes. Now here comes Monte Vista, long ball. Another one, far side. Monte Vista finding players open on the switch plays. There's a substitution already for Monte Vista. That's an early substitution. 4 minutes, approaching the 5-minute mark, and there's already players in and out. It's thrown into the corner of the box. Monte Vista flicking it in. Dublin clearing it out to this near side. Another throw in for Monte Vista. That throw in going straight to Dublin. Dublin controlling it, working on the near sideline, and Monte Vista blocking, sending it back into the middle. And there's a shot that's going to go high. It's a short kick. Dublin there. Dublin still with it. Dublin coming to the near side. That's sent all the way across. Dublin on the end of that. Dublin trying to send it again to the near side. Not there. It's blocked and sent it in the air. Dublin sending it up the far sideline and cleared out. Dublin up the line, flicking it on with the head, straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista sends it up and out into the creek, it looks like. The goalkeeper's going to bring this ball in from behind the net. Dublin throwing that into the corner of the box. It's over the top. It drops for Dublin. Cleared by Monte Vista, but it's a low clear. That goes straight to the attacking line. Sent back. Sent up again. That's good defense by Dublin to take that away. Now here's Dublin. Oh, trying to go over the top. It didn't make it. Headed by Monte Vista, but Dublin able to get it back. Now in the middle, trying to combine. That didn't work out. Dublin takes it back, sends it back to the center D. Now to the far side. And there it goes, breaks down again. Here comes Monte Vista through the midfield. Oh, that was a through ball, didn't make it through. Nice defense by Dublin there. And here comes Dublin on the near side. And that's stopped by Monte Vista. Monte Vista up the line, headed by Dublin towards the middle. Dublin, two players there. Dublin comes out with that. Monte Vista on the ground looking for a call. There's a shot on goal, and that's 30 yards out. Rolls straight to the goalkeeper for Monte Vista. That's sent up, punted, far side. That's a nice flick over move by Monte Vista, and nice defense by Dublin to stop it. Throw in quick off Monte Vista. Now it's Dublin's turn to throw this in. Up the line, nobody there for Dublin. Monte Vista sends it sky high. Monte Vista battling for the ball. Dublin battling. Dublin coming out with it, sending it back. This comes to the middle. Oh, that's nice. Dublin in the middle, Dublin sending it far sideline. And cleared by Monte Vista, straight back to Dublin. Dublin trying to switch it. Dublin get on the end of that, sending it far side. The clear by Monte Vista coming to this near side. Dublin on it, sending it back into the middle. Oh, and it's taken away by Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to go over the top. Dublin on it, knocking it out. That's Monte Vista keeping that in. And that's going to be whistled a foul. Ten minutes in. Monte Vista scoring in the first minute and 30 seconds. Getting a gift on the backside post. A nice cross. Monte Vista with a wide open player on the backside all day to look at the goal and put it in. That's a long ball, high into the center, and it goes all the way through. Goal kick. Another substitution for Monte Vista. Looks like Monte Vista is going to keep their players fresh. Kick goes to the far side. It's another short kick, but it's an effective one. Drops right for Dublin. Dublin around the outside on the far side. Now into the midfield, working to the near side. Up the near sideline. Cutting back in the middle. Now back to the outside. Now back to the defense. Defensive line sending it across. Dublin picking it up. Now giving it away. Too much pressure out the back. That's knocked out. Monte Vista throw in. Dublin right now having problems getting it out of the midfield, up at the midfield mark of the field also. Flicked over the top. Wow, that bounces over the head of Dublin, but Dublin able to chase it down. Here it goes, nice little combination there, back and forth combination, north-south. Through ball, near sideline, and this is going to be Monte Vista chasing that down, knocking it out. Nope, goes out before, and it's called a Dublin ball. Headed out by Monte Vista, another throw in for Dublin. That's a low throw right into the box. It's a nice throw. Monte Vista trying to clear, missing it, sending it right up the middle. Dublin getting there first. Right back up the middle. Here comes Dublin, near side. Sending it in the middle, nobody there. Cleared by Monte Vista. Dublin taking it away. Dublin looking for this far side, sent across and in the middle. Through to the goalkeeper. And that's a punt. Headed by Monte Vista. Dublin sending it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper sending it far side up and in the air. Headed by Monte Vista. Sent forward by Dublin, blocked. Monte Vista trying to send it forward, had that blocked by Dublin. And here comes Dublin turning around with control, sending near side. Dublin trying to combine, and it's sent out by Monte Vista. Throw in Dublin. Goes up the line, headed by Monte Vista, back out, another throw in. It's thrown in and cleared by Monte Vista. Dublin getting a foot on it, knocking it up in the air. Monte Vista heading that down, finding a player, not trying to go around. It's going to be a Dublin throw in. That's thrown in. Nice throw in. Dublin getting a foot on it, sending it forward. Monte Vista sending it back. Drops to Dublin again. Dublin sends this up. Dublin controlling it, sending it across the middle. And there's nobody there. And here's Dublin sending it to the far side now. And that takes a bounce. And it's sent to up the line on the far side. Up in the air for Monte Vista. Dublin bringing it down. Dublin controlling it. Now into the midfield. Now looking for a combination. And that's back to Dublin. Oh, that bounces straight to Monte Vista there. Dublin almost getting the takeaway, and that's chipped over the top. That's a nice ball. And taken away this time by Dublin again. Dublin working its way into the middle. Now in, nice through ball into the middle. There's a shot on goal, and that's a field goal. Right through the uprights. 2 more subs from Monte VIsta. Looks like it's going to be a long kick. It's a nice long kick. Dublin trying to control it, send it down to a teammate, cleared by Monte VIsta. Dublin with the throw-in towards the midfield in the middle. Not up the line this time. Now sending it. Cleared by Monte VIsta. Dublin sending it now to the near side. Dublin trying to control. Dublin in the middle. Oh, it almost worked. Cleared by Monte VIsta. Headed by Dublin. Headed by Monte VIsta. Headed again by Dublin. Headed again by another header. And the air game stops there. It's sent up. Dublin on the far side. Dublin able to turn it. Oh, and Dublin gives it away there, but gets it back. Oh, Monte VIsta trying to work it through. That didn't happen. And this is Dublin just controlling around the back, trying to cut near side. Monte VIsta taking it. Dublin getting it back. There's a little combination. Cut back. Back up again. That's a nice 3-player combo there. Trying to work the line, and this time it's taken away. Chipped over the top on the near side by Monte VIsta, and that's an offsides call. Sent up the line. It's a nice pass. Dublin's working it again. Another pass up and in. It's working through the air. Sent down. Oh, that's not quite there. Monte VIsta trying to get it still. There's another header. Drops to Dublin. That's a handball. Not called. Apparently not the hand. Looked like one from here. Sent across the middle. There's a long ball over the top. Chested down by Dublin. Oh, Monte VIsta able to come out with it. And there's Dublin setting it up in the air. Here comes Monte VIsta on this near side. Monte VIsta working it, sending it through, and that's right to the goalkeeper. It's a good effort by Monte VIsta. Monte VIsta with another sub. Yeah, it just bounces right over the top. Dublin still able to get onto it, and cleared by Monte VIsta. Here comes Dublin with his first substitution. Not a throw-in. It's called a foul. It's going to be, it's an offside, so it's a kick. Can't have the throw-in. And here's Dublin trying to work it through. Monte VIsta, good defense. Monte VIsta taking over, trying to control. It's a long ball, headed forward. There's Dublin getting a foot on it, sending it in the air. Headed again by Monte VIsta. Now Dublin. Now Monte VIsta, straight to Dublin. Dublin control a trap and send. Dublin on the end of it. Dublin still battling for it. Dublin sends it up. Oh, and Dublin loses it. Monte VIsta actually takes it. And Monte VIsta still battling for it. Here it comes across the near side in the middle, out. Monte VIsta throwing. And here comes that substitution for Dublin. Now at the 20-minute mark. Goes up the line. Dublin with the foot on it. Dublin controlling it. Monte Vista with some pressure, not able to get it. Now it's Dublin coming out in the midfield. Dublin out to the outside. Dublin in the middle. Oh, and that's Monte Vista getting a foot on it. Dublin tracking back to keep it. And here comes Dublin up the line. Sending it. That's going to roll out for a goal kick. Sent long to the near side. Dublin on that, knocking it forward. It comes right back at him from Monte Vista. And now we got a battle in the midfield. Monte Vista getting a foot on it. Dublin, a couple players on it. Cleared again by Monte Vista to this near side. Monte Vista with a foot on it. Dublin battling to get another foot in there. Able to do so. Now it's headed. Headed again. And that's headed to Dublin player, sent over the top. And there's a long clear. That's a good ball, actually. Goalkeeper coming way out, sending that way in to the middle. And that's going to roll out off Monte Vista for a Dublin throw-in. Dublin goalkeeper coming way, way, way out. 20 yards out of his box to clear that up. That's headed by Monte Vista off the throw-in. Sent all the way back. That's over the top. Dublin on it, sending it high and short. Monte Vista getting ahead on it. With Dublin coming out with it. And there's Monte Vista getting a foot in. Knocking it out. Throw in for Dublin. That goes up the line straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista setting it in the middle. It drops for Dublin. Dublin now battling. Coming out with it. Sending it high and over the top. Monte Vista keeper coming all the way out. Sending it. Dublin not able to get a foot on it and control it. Now here comes Monte Vista. Dublin back. Sending it to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper controlling. Sending it up. Dublin's defense trying to... there's a nice turn. Here's the ball over the top. It makes it. And this is Dublin trying to chase onto it. Just cleared out off the referee, the assistant referee's head. Well, I guess it is a referee since there's only two. And it's a throw-in for Dublin. Referee blowing his whistle, making sure Dublin moves up actually to where the point of the ball came out. Monte Vista sending it up. Dublin tracking it down. Dublin not able to hold on to that. Here comes Monte Vista. That's a nice ball over the top. Monte Vista off to the races. Dublin gets there. Monte Vista into the middle, straight to Dublin. Dublin clears it, sends it up over the top. Monte Vista there. Monte Vista trying to send it on. Straight to Dublin there. Oh, Monte Vista takes it away. Dublin, nice defense again. And now here comes Dublin on the far side. That's a give and go right there. Nice combination back into the middle. Here comes Dublin on the... Oh, Dublin gets it back. That's another give and go. Dublin attacking the far sideline. Dublin sends it into the middle, and there's a goal. Now it's called offsides. Referee Monte Vista getting another gift and an offsides call. Beautifully combined goal I don't know how many touches was on that. It's quite a few. Taken away. Score still 1-0 for Monte Vista. Knocked out by Monte Vista. That throw-in rolls through, now clear to the far side by Monte Vista. Dublin just controls that, turns it. Dublin to the outside, it's too far, it's a long touch. That goes out. Monte Vista with a quick throw over the top. Here's Dublin chasing back. Dublin getting a foot on it, knocks it out. This is going to be a corner kick. Going to be taken with the left foot. It's going to swing in towards the goal. Monte Vista lined up in the middle, the PK spot. Monte Vista with an open player at the back post, top of the box. There's Monte Vista working its way in from the back. It's over the top and cleared by Dublin. That makes it over the goalkeeper. Dublin able to clear it though, and here comes Dublin. Dublin trying to turn. Dublin back. Pressure from Monte Vista. Dublin still pressure from Monte Vista straight to the goal. Monte Vista. Oh, what a block by Dublin. Monte Vista with the gift there. Not able to put it away, and here it is punted all the way up. Dublin setting that forward. Dublin chasing this. And cleared by Monte Vista. Straight to Dublin. Dublin traps this, controls it. Sends it into the middle. Oh, and that's Monte Vista stepping forward, taking that midfield pass, and Dublin just comes back, controls it, sends it to the keeper. The keeper going to clear. It's not very far, but Dublin able to take it. That's sent forward. Monte Vista stepping up and taking that. Blocked once again by Dublin. Dublin sends that up. And this is Monte Vista controlling, sending back. Ball over the top. And Dublin just clears that. Monte Vista throw in. These are 35-minute halves. We're at the 28-minute mark. It's 1-0 for Monte Vista. Dublin having a goal taken away for offsides. The last player with the last touch to put it in the goal is just on the wrong side. That's called by the referee. Referee was in a good spot. And here comes Dublin. And that's stopped by Monte Vista. Monte Vista sent it, trying to send the far side. Straight to Dublin. Dublin just rolling it through the middle. There's a through ball. Oh, Dublin gets it. There's the goal for Dublin. Score is now 1-1. About 7 minutes left in the half. Dublin with a nice run all the way through. Approaching the end of the half, and Dublin's come back. This is a good game. It's a good match. It's 1-1. Monte Vista back and now sending it high and over the top. And that gets headed by Dublin. Straight back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista into the middle. Dublin clears that. Dublin comes back to it, controls it. There's the ball down the near sideline. That's cleared by Monte Vista. This is Dublin with the substitute. Thrown in towards the center. Dublin knocking that into the air. Monte Vista short clearance. Just another foot on it. That's going to get passed back to the defense. Now back into the center. Nice control by Dublin there. There's another through ball onto the far side. And that's cleared out. It's going to be a throw in for Dublin. Throwing in to the box right at the end line. Monte Vista with the clear straight to Dublin. Dublin trapping that. Dublin trying to dribble. And that's Monte Vista taking it away and sending their long ball. And here comes Dublin chasing this down, sending it back to the goalkeeper. And that's cleared up high. Looks like that's coming down for Dublin. Dublin, nice trap. Sending it in the middle. Back to the outside. Into the middle. Dublin has that taken away. And here comes Monte Vista. Monte Vista over the top. Nice ball, but it's an offsides call. Dublin to the near side. Dublin going to the ground, trying to keep that ball in. It gets knocked out. Monte Vista throwing. Monte Vista, 2 more subs. Up the line, headed by Monte Vista. Headed again by Monte Vista and just sent all the way up. That's going to be right to the goalkeeper. "35-minute halves." I think we're going to have about 2-3 more minutes here. Sent to the far side. Dropped down and sent all the way up over the top. Headed by Monte Vista. Defense. Goes right into the middle. Monte Vista trying to get it. Dublin coming out with it. Dublin over the top on this near side. Dublin chasing on to this. And that's just a little long. Goal kick for Monte Vista. A long hit up towards midfield. Takes a bounce, works its way all the way through. Back to the goalkeeper for Dublin. Dublin setting that high into the air. Dublin coming out with it off the Monte Vista header. Sending it up. Dublin with the header. Dublin able to control that. Sending it over. And there goes into the middle again. And that's Monte Vista with the foot on it. Monte Vista another foot sending it in there. Now a header. And Dublin controlling it. Dublin on the near, or on the far sideline, sending it in the middle. And here comes Monte Vista. That's a hard touch. Dublin with some defense, sending it up. And here comes Dublin out of the midfield. Dublin cutting back. It's going to be a long try, and that's a good effort, but high and wide of the near side post here. Goal kick for Monte Vista. That's sent near side. Dublin getting ahead on it, knocking it out. Monte Vista throw in. Monte Vista up the line, headed by Dublin. Up and out, another throw in. That goes in towards the center. Has good control by Monte Vista. Monte Vista sends it in. It was cleared by Dublin. And here's Dublin chasing down the far side, and that's just going to roll out. It's going to be a Dublin throw-in. Dublin with the quick throw-in. Oh, and that bounces straight to Monte Vista, and here comes Monte Vista up the middle. Now to the near side. Cutting back, over the top in the middle, and Dublin on it, clearing it to the near side. Drops right from Monte Vista. Dublin getting a foot on there, sending it in the air. Monte Vista trying to turn. That goes out. Throw in for Dublin. Dublin into the middle, headed by Monte Vista. Drops for Dublin. Dublin into the center. Dublin on the end of this. Sent over. Cleared by Monte Vista. That's what's a foul. This will be a Monte Vista free kick right at the 50 on the near sideline. And that's the whistle for the half. The score is 1-1. Got a really good match here. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the start of the second. All right, we're back out here in Dublin High School. Freshman boys soccer game. Approaching the end of January. Dublin with the ball. The center circle at the Dublin D. Waiting for the kickoff. They're in red. Right to left. There it is. The kickoff. Monte Vista is the opponent in white. And Monte Vista is now going left to right. Dublin, good ball control. That's another combination through the middle. Dublin working the near side. Sending it up in the middle. Here's the ball to the far side, cleared by Monte Vista. Dublin to the outside on the end of that clear. Far sideline. Coming to the near side. Dublin up the near sideline. Sending it back into the middle. And then back. Now back to the center D. Up into the center mid. Back out to the near side defense. Near sideline. And then it goes all the way back across into the midfield. Whistle a handball. Ball bouncing up off the artificial turf here into the hand. Free kick for Monte Vista. Clearly Dublin coming out trying to control the ball. There's the long ball over the top, and that's going to skate on through to the Dublin goalkeeper. Dublin throwing that out short. Nice control, headed up over the top and then dropped down in the middle. Now sent to the near side. And here comes Dublin right up the middle. Oh, and Dublin looking for a touch. Cleared again. And it comes out into the midfield for Dublin. Dublin up the far sideline. Still working it, able to get it back off Monte Vista. Sending a negative ball, and there's nobody there. Oh, the timing just wasn't there. It's a beautiful ball by Dublin. Good work by Dublin on the far side, but catching your own teammates off guard. Throw in going back. Monte Vista stepping up, taking the ball away. Dublin battling to knock it back out. It's going to be a Monte Vista throw in far side. Headed by Dublin off the Monte Vista throwing back to Monte Vista, and Monte Vista sending it up over the top. Looks like Dublin's just going to let it roll to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper picks it up. It's rolled right into the middle. Dublin not ready for that. It was straight back to Monte Vista. Monte Vista gives it back to the goalkeeper. Referee stopping play for substitutes on the sideline warming up, asking for a different color. And that's a long throw, headed by Dublin, straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to control off the header, straight to Dublin. And now Dublin just goes with a clear instead of controlling. Monte Vista with the header, trying to control. Blocked by Dublin, sent back. And here goes Dublin on a run. Dublin getting a gift. Sent all the way across. Goal number 2. Dublin getting a gift. Ball sent all the way across to the backside, and Dublin now goes up 2-0. That comes in about 3 minutes into the second half, maybe 5. Dublin with a good run down the far side, getting a gift from a back pass by Monte Vista, able to run it off, knock it forward. And then good hard work by the Dublin winger on the right side to take it away, knock it up, and then to get it all the way across to the far post where Dublin was just waiting for it. A nice gift. Scores 2-1 for Dublin. Now Dublin has some work to do to hold on to it because Monte Vista surely going to come right back at them. Headed by Dublin. Another header by Dublin, working it out. Sent to the near side by Monte Vista. Dublin tracking that. Dublin stops it. Gets knocked out. Monte Vista throw. That's Monte Vista coming up with that. Attacking the near sideline. And that's whistled a foul. It's a yellow card for a hard tackle. Substitution for Dublin. Just one player. Yellow card player pulled out. Lining up like a corner kick. Monte Vista at the far post. Getting ready to run in.
Boys on a man. Kevin on someone. Hard time. Ryan, get away from the post.
That's sent to the far post. It's headed straight in the air, and that's the Dublin goalkeeper coming out with it. Sent long the midfield. That's Dublin on the end of it. Oh, Dublin had a nice through ball going, but it was intercepted by the midfielder and brought back. Dublin with the throw in. Knocking it forward again. And that's Dublin knocking that around. Monte Vista coming out with it. Dublin stepping up. And that's headed by Dublin. Sent back into the middle by Monte Vista. It's a back pass. Sent up. Far sideline. Oh, that's a nice move by Dublin to control that. Set in the middle. Oh, nice defense by Monte Vista to clear that. That was looking really, really dangerous, and a nice step up for Monte Vista to clear it. Dublin had two players just pouncing on that through ball. Dublin throwing, going up the line, headed by Monte Vista back. Dublin getting ahead on it, sending it back into Monte Vista. Monte Vista running on to that, sending it near side. Dublin getting a foot on it, headed by Monte Vista. Oh, that pass, that clear comes right to Dublin. Oh, and Dublin trying to run it through the middle. And that's Monte Vista coming up with it, sending it right to Dublin. Dublin clearing it. And now Monte Vista sending it over the top. Monte Vista trying to trap. It drops for Dublin. Dublin sending a through ball on the far side. Drop to Monte Vista. Monte Vista attacking the far sideline. Dublin takes that away. Monte Vista worked hard for it again, got it back, and now gets a foul. Well, everybody's lined up, far post again. It's sent into the middle, headed on towards goal, and it goes wide. And it'll be a Dublin goal kick. Nice ball by Monte Vista. And the header just going wide of the goal. Now here's Dublin sending it into the middle. Monte Vista taking it. Monte Vista with a good attacking option there, sending it back instead. Now to the near sideline, that goes up and out. This will be a throw in for Dublin on the near sideline. It's thrown up the line, headed by Monte Vista. Back out. Substitution for Dublin. Looks like Dublin's trying to keep the right wing fresh. Dublin normally has a lot of subs, but not today. That's thrown in. Monte Vista sending it forward, knocking it back. Dublin coming back, defending, taking the ball, sending it forward. Monte Vista on the end of it. Dublin getting it. Monte Vista again. Monte Vista with a nice run on the outside, sending it in the middle. It's a high ball. It's over the top of everybody. Monte Vista on the back of it, cleared by Dublin. And it's just going to roll out for a Monte Vista throw. Sent up the line. Monte Vista sending it in the middle now. Now back to the line and into the middle. Straight into the box. And it's punted by Dublin goalkeeper to the far side. Monte Vista getting there first, knocking it back straight to Dublin. Dublin to control. Send the ball to the near side. That's headed on. Monte Vista getting there and clearing it. Headed by Dublin. Cleared to the near side. Goes out. Dublin throwing. Short throw in towards the midfield. Whistle foul on Monte Vista this time. That's a short free kick, now sent back to the center D. Sent to the far side. It's a nice play by Dublin there. Dublin on the far side in the D, trying to control. Nice turn. Again, now up the line. That goes out. Too much pressure. Dublin needing to find the pass a little quicker. Nice control on the dribble, but needing to find a pass to get that out. Goes up the line. Dublin hitting that ball across to the near side. Cleared by Monte Vista. That's high and in the middle. Monte Vista getting ahead on it. It's to the box. There's a shot over the top and it's short. Straight to the goalkeeper for Dublin. That's high into the center circle right at the D. Monte Vista taking it in the back, sending it forward. Dublin on the end of that. Dublin stepping on top of the ball. And here comes Monte Vista. Monte Vista's through. And that's a goal. That's Monte Vista. Monte Vista on a ball over the top, down the middle. attacking with pace and tucking it right into the corner. Excellent finish for Monte Vista. And the score is now 2-2. An excellent game going here tonight. Let's see if Dublin can come back. Well, we're about 15-20 minutes in, and now Monte Vista is equalized. Score is now 2-2. Dublin with the re-kick, sending it back, now attacking, sending it up to the near side. Sending it to the far side. Up the line, back for a combination that goes out. Monte Vista throw in. This is Dublin on the end of that throw in. Monte Vista takes it. Monte Vista coming to the near side. There's a through ball. And the Dublin goalkeeper is just going to come all the way out, knock that out. Dublin goalkeeper coming way out this time. Here comes a substitution in for Dublin. It's going to be a long throw. Monte Vista lined up way in the back. And it's actually thrown back. Pressure from Dublin. Dublin able to take this. Oh, it bounces back and there's a shot on goal, and that's a nice save for the Dublin. That's punted right up into the middle. Monte Vista there first, but Dublin able to take it. Oh, that's knocked out. Dublin was looking for a through ball, but it got knocked away. And this is a Monte Vista throw in. And that's Dublin sending that forward, headed by Monte Vista. Cleared now by Monte Vista. Oh, it almost gets over. Dublin gets ahead on it. Dublin now sending it down. Ball settled, sent up. Comes back for Dublin. Back in the middle. Dublin under pressure. Dublin able to take it back. Cleared by Monte Vista over the top again. Offsides. Plenty of time left in this game. It's a 2-2 game. It's been a great battle. I feel that Monte Vista's had more substitutes. Perhaps might be a little bit fresher towards the end here. Capitalize on the through balls going over the top. There's Dublin in the middle. Nice combinations for Dublin though. Dublin hooking the ball up really well. And that gets knocked out. Monte Vista throw in far sideline. Up the line. Taken away by Dublin. Now that's whistled a foul. Monte Vista free kick. And here comes Monte Vista lining up for a set piece here. Monte Vista all lined up at the top of the box. We know this is going to get hit long. Now it's low. Straight to Dublin. Dublin gets it again. Dublin sends it back. That's the 50-50. Dublin sending it up right to Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to get it in the midfield. Here comes Monte Vista on the middle. Monte Vista going. There's the through ball. It's blocked. That's off of Dublin. It's going to be a throw in far side. Dublin still has a substitute here waiting to come in. It's thrown in towards the box, cleared by Dublin. Sent in towards the middle. It comes out for Dublin nicely. Here comes Dublin trying to attack. And that just didn't work out. That's a little too far ahead. And here comes the substitution for Dublin. Dublin's had some injuries. Very sparse on the subs tonight. Usually there's 3, 4, 5. That goes long and up the line. That's a long throw, and it goes back out. Monte Vista chasing this down, but apparently it's a Dublin throw-in. I think that was called a foul throw. That goes up the line. Dublin works it through, but knocks it out. Not able to keep it in. Monte Vista throw in. That's Monte Vista. It's a high throw over the top. Monte Vista another foot on it, keeps sending it forward. Headed by Dublin. Monte Vista runs onto that nicely, and there's a long shot over the top. And the Dublin goalkeeper is going to spend another minute here chasing this down. Sent to the near side. It's low. Monte Vista gets a foot on it, sends it straight to Dublin. Dublin in the middle now. Here comes Dublin attacking the far side. There's a ball up the far sideline straight into the box, and the Monte Vista goalkeeper is going to pick that up. Sent long. Midfield, far side. That's cleared, sent towards Dublin's defensive line, sent out by Dublin. Monte Vista throw-in. That's a long throw, but it's going to be sent back. Monte Vista taking a few extra steps. Pace of the game slowed down a little bit. I'd say the first half, the ball was definitely going back and forth more. Yeah, that's cleared out. Monte Vista throwing. Looks like a long throw. Monte Vista all at the center of the box. There it comes. It's not quite as long as they thought. And Dublin gets on the end of it, clears it. Another clear. And here comes Dublin. Dublin sending this out. Dublin, nice combination. Dublin trying to work through the middle. There's a nice long ball. And here comes Dublin. And that's a nice, the Monte Vista goalkeeper coming out and just stopping that. That was a sure goal had not the Monte Vista goalkeeper come out, cut off the angle, and force that shot to go wide of the far side post. Monte Vista with the high kick to the near side, up and out. Dublin throw. That ball over the top, takes a bounce. Monte Vista heads it, but it goes the wrong direction. It drops to Dublin. Dublin passing it into the middle. Monte Vista getting a foot on it, clearing it. Dublin stepping up, taking it. Oh, Dublin trying to get the far side pass. It doesn't get there. Dublin steps back, gets the ball. Dublin back. Dublin dribbling, sending it to the far side. Back into the middle, and that's where Monte Vista tracks it down. Dublin sliding in to take it away. Sending it to Monte Vista, and there's the through ball over the top, but this time Dublin's on this. Dublin sends it back, but Monte Vista steps in front. Monte Vista with the shot, it's blocked. Monte Vista on the end of it, sending it far side. That's going to just go up and out. Dublin throwing. Oh, that was a pickup of pace there. And here comes Dublin with another substitution. That does not look good. Dublin picking up a knock. Looks like Dublin has done a rearrangement on this. Substitution. Instead of up on top, goes into the midfield. And there's a shot by Monte Vista. That's just going to go wide of the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Dublin. It's a beautiful night. It's cold, clear, crisp, no wind. Near side, short pass. Oh, and Monte Vista just tracks that down. Dublin takes it away. Dublin trying to send it. That was a good idea. Here's a shot. That's going to go wide of the goal. Another substitution. Ready for the goal kick now. That's sent to the near side. And now into the middle. Oh, and that's a good step up by Monte Vista to get a foot on it. That's an awkward fall. Dublin on the ground. Monte Vista playing on. Dublin knocking that ball up in the air, chasing it down, sending it off a Monte Vista player. Drops for Dublin. Dublin turning it. Monte Vista getting a foot on it. Dublin getting a foot on it. Sent in the air, headed by Dublin. And now comes out for Dublin. Monte Vista knocking it forward. Dublin keep coming out with it. Here comes Dublin in the midfield. Sent back. Dublin again in the midfield. Comes in the near side. Oh, and that was just a little hard. Dublin still able to track it down in the middle. Now here comes Dublin on the near side. Dublin trying to switch. Oh, Dublin gets it across. Just Dublin. Oh! Looks like Dublin wound up for a shot. And almost being a brilliant through ball. Not sure if that was going to be offsides. It's a long punt. Right at the midfield mark. Dublin gets on the end of it. Dublin traps us down. Dublin with the turn. Dublin sending it in the middle. Monte Vista there. Dublin just not combining in the midfield on that. Here comes Monte Vista on attack, near side. And that negative ball goes over the end line. Goal kick for Dublin.
Hey, Guillermo, when Matt covers for you, you have to cover for him middle, central, right?
This is Dublin across the midfield. Dublin with the through ball, and here's Dublin chasing. Monte Vista getting there. Dublin able to block that. Dublin with the shot, and that's just going to go high and wide of the far side post. Not by much, though. Substitution for Monte Vista. That's a long, high ball. Past midfield now. Dublin sends it forward. Monte Vista now trying to send it over the top. Drops for Dublin. Dublin in the midfield, turning it. Dublin to the far sideline. Dublin up the line. Nobody there to chase it for Dublin. And cleared by Monte Vista up the line. That drops nicely for Monte Vista. Monte Vista still attacking the far sideline. Dublin gets back. Monte Vista cuts to the middle. Dublin with two players. Monte Vista in the middle with a shot that gets blocked. Dublin doing a good job of defending. Dublin gets all the way back and sneaks through. Cleared by Dublin. There's another shot. And Dublin's going to let that roll out. Monte Vista applying pressure. Dublin doing a good job of covering the center. Some of these balls are squeaking through though. That's a short kick. Monte Vista all over it. Monte Vista with the shot. That's going to be short and low. One hopper to the goalkeeper. Sent up the middle. Dublin running back. Getting that. Monte Vista taking it. There's Monte Vista with the through ball. And that's dangerous. Dublin getting back. Oh, and that shot goes high. Dublin doing a good job of getting back just in time. Dublin needs to be real careful with those through balls. Monte Vista with a good attack. Not able to finish that one. That surely was going to be the third goal. Here comes the ball to the near side. Dublin lets that bounce. Sending it up the line. Now headed into the middle. That's a nice combination for Dublin. Dublin getting it all the way. Now gets sent to the far side and the goalkeeper gets there in time. That's a nice long punt for Monte Vista. That goes over. Sent up by Monte Vista. Cleared by Dublin, up and out. Monte Vista throw in. Ball dropped down for Monte Vista. Monte Vista taking a whack at it. Just goes up in the air. Headed on by Dublin. Oh, and that's Dublin coming out with sending it up the line. Nice cut back, sent into the middle. Another cut. There's a through ball. And here comes Dublin chasing onto it. And that's just going to be a little long and cleared by the goalkeeper. Oh, and Dublin trying to control this, knocking it out. Monte Vista throw in. And there's Dublin with a good chance to try to get a goal. The third goal, the ball just going on the wrong side of the runner. And Monte Vista was able to run it down. There's a spin off the turf, sending it to Monte Vista. Monte Vista not able to hold as Dublin comes back for it. Dublin still with it. Dublin chips it over into the middle. That's a nice ball. Oh, Monte Vista tracks back nicely to take it. But Monte Vista can't hold on to it. Now here comes Dublin. Dublin with the through ball to the far side. It doesn't make it through. Nice defense. Oh, and there's a nice long ball for Monte Vista on the far sideline. Monte Vista sending it back negative, but straight to Dublin. Oh, this game is back and forth. Here's Dublin. Dublin going for the long ball. Oh, it makes it through. Dublin tracking this down. Dublin in the middle. Oh, here comes Dublin. Dublin cutting back again. Dublin with the shot to the far post. A save! Oh my God. That was surely going to be a goal, and here comes Monte Vista. Good defense by Dublin there. And here comes Monte Vista attacking the far sideline. Monte Vista into the center. Monte Vista's through. Monte Vista with the shot. No, that goes wide. This game is back and forth, just packed with action. Just a few minutes left. Another substitution for Monte Vista. Sent short, near side. Monte Vista just leaves it into the middle. Off of Monte Vista. Dublin gets a foot on it, sends it straight to Monte Vista. Monte Vista to the far side. Dublin's going to track back and take this on the far sideline. Dublin attacking the far sideline, knocked out. Be a Dublin throw in. Short throw in towards the middle. Oh, and that was going to be a cutback. That got blocked, and here's one over the top, and it's offsides. Sent in towards the goal. It hit the post, but wouldn't have mattered. Dublin goalkeeper having to chase this down. We're very close to the end of this game. Short pass up the middle. Dublin turning this, sending it to the near side. It's right in the middle, actually. And Monte Vista now trying to attack. Dublin getting a foot on it, sending it in the air, headed forward. Monte Vista bringing it down. Dublin coming out with it. Dublin in the middle. Dublin turning into the middle, sending it through. That's a nice ball. Dublin attacking the middle. There's the through ball. Cut off by Monte Vista. Dublin with plenty of time here in the near side defense. Dublin sending it across, but it's right to Monte Vista. Oh, Dublin can't clear it out. Monte Vista takes it. That goes out. Dublin throwing. Sent into the middle. Dublin takes it there. It's a nice throw. Dublin. Oh, Dublin trying to run it all the way through. Taken by Monte Vista. Monte Vista over the top. Oh, that sneaks through. But it's called offsides. That long ball right into the center. Dublin's there, traps it right to Monte Vista. Monte Vista just sends it high. Dublin on the end of it, sending it right back. Monte Vista over the top, attacking the near side. And that's cleared out for a corner kick. This will be Monte Vista getting a corner kick set piece right at the end. Nobody talking to the Dublin defender. Dublin defender thinking he's under a lot of pressure. And now we got a dangerous situation. Everybody lined up at the far post. This is going to swing out. There it is. Here it comes. It goes near post. Dublin can't clear. Sent back in. Headed out by Dublin. Monte Vista takes it. Dublin another clear. Now sending it long. Nobody back here. This is Dublin chasing. Cleared by the goalkeeper over the top. That's offsides. That's a short ball. Sent up the line. Sent up the line again. This is Dublin attacking the near sideline. And knocked out by Monte Vista. No, it's called the Monte Vista throw-in. Monte Vista up the line. It's headed forward by Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to flick it forward. It didn't work. Drop for Dublin. Dublin trying to control. Dublin turning. Sending it into the midfield. Now sending it back. Sending it up. And that's going to go up and out. It's going to be a throw-in for Monte Vista. Maybe 2 minutes left in this game. Let's see if there's any stoppage time because this ball's out. And it's a long run back. That's up the line. Dublin on the end of it. Dublin over the top. And that's the final whistle right there. The final score. Dublin 2, Monte Vista 2. An exciting end-to-end match. Monte Vista coming up and hitting the equalizing goal in the end to take away 3 points for Dublin, or to take away the win. Well fought match, very clean match. Only one yellow card. Didn't look like anybody was really seriously injured. And I'm sure we'll see Monte Vista again for an away game. Great game, exciting match here at Dublin High tonight.